Imagine a moment when the impossible became a reality. On July 20, 1969, millions around the world watched in awe as a human being stepped into the surface of the moon for the very first time.
We copy you down, Eagle. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Neil Armstrong marked not just a triumph of science and technology, but a defining moment in human history. The 1969 moon landing was more than just a space mission. It was a symbol of hope, ambition, and the limitless potential of exploration. I am Risime Villarante, and we will talk about the moon landing in 1969. On July 20, 1969, millions of people around the world gathered around their television to witness a historic event. The first time that humans set foot on the moon. The Apollo 11 mission wasn't just a technological advancement, it was a symbol of possibility, perseverance, and a progress.
10, 9, ignition sequence start.
The mission was a part of NASA's Apollo program, created in response to President John F. Kennedy's challenge to land a man on the moon before the end of the 1960s. The spacecraft arrived 3 astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. While Collins remained in human orbit on board the command module Columbia, Armstrong and Aldrin descended to the surface in the lunar module Eagle.
I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
When Armstrong stepped into the moon, he spoke the iconic words that one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. The astronaut spent over 21 hours on the lunar surface, conducting elements, collecting samples, and taking photographs. In total, they brought back over 47 tons of lunar rock and soil. The moon landing was the result of years of research, testing, and multiple earlier missions. It showcased advancements in engineering, science, and teamwork. Beyond its scientific impact, the event had political and cultural significance. It demonstrated the United States' ability to compete in the Cold War era space race, especially against the Soviet Union. The 1969 moon landing was more than just a space mission. It was a defining moment in human history. It inspired generations to dream bigger and explore further. Even decades later, it continues to remind us of what's possible when we dare to reach for the stars.
Of course, when I was selected for the program, I had very high aspirations of flying a lunar landing, but Apollo at that time, when Germany was going on, although it was in existence and in work, for those of us who were very deeply involved in Germany, it was still quite a step away. I used to give a talk now and then to different groups throughout the country and talked about someday we're going to walk on the surface of the moon. Not just go there, but walk on the surface of the moon. And I believed it, even though I found it hard to believe myself. I did believe it because I believed in what I was doing.